Hiren, any key message for our viewers who might be thinking to start their journey as an entrepreneur, and currently they are working as an employer, or sorry, as an employee with an organization? So, any key messages?
Sure, Karthik. I would like to give them a message that first of all, identify the gap in the market. Okay, so whatever you might be thinking, this product or this service will work. So first of all, just validate it. Whether is there any demand in the market or not. I met so many people. So recently I met with one of the person. So she had developed wonderful product. Now, uh, when I asked her that have you validated whether this is required in the market or not? So she said that yes, I have asked to all my close circle friends and they all appreciated this. I said that is not the validation what I'm talking about. Basically, you have to see whether your product is accepted by the market when commercial things are engaged. So when you are giving it for free, it might work, right? If you ask to your close friends, they are also appreciating because they want to motivate you, they don't want to demotivate you, right? So in that case, that is not, that validation will not work. So first of all, you have to identify the gap in the market, or you can say how your product or service can solve client's problem. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, so you have to solve your client's problem. So first of all, you have to look at how your product or service can solve client problem. Another thing is you have to avoid negativity and negative people. Now, what do I mean by that? So when I started this journey, at that time, many of my well-wishers who actually, they don't have any, bad intention to demotivate me, but they never tried anything, or they never, taken a risk. So they usually, like when I, put resign at that time, they, came to me and told me, Hiren, you have taken a wrong decision because you recently purchased a house, you had a, baby girl, your sister's education is, now she is into higher education, and all those responsibilities are on your shoulder. How you are going to, make this up? If you are, you're this single decision and you're not, let's say, getting client or you're not getting success, then how you are going to survive? So that kind of, concerns they showed to me. But what I have done, so instead of worrying with those words, I started, I disconnected, those contact with those people for few of the month. It was not like a, breakup, but I just, limited my, contact with those people for a certain period of time. Now when I am sending messages about our success stories and all those things, at that time they are appreciating us, or especially me, very very in a good manner. So initially they are accepting, they are admitting that it was a wrong suggestion that I was giving you, that it was your wrong decision, but actually it was your right decision with the right time. Okay, so whenever you feel that some people are actually giving you a negative advice, or spreading the negativity, just disconnect with them for certain period of time, because that crawling period, as I was mentioning, that is very very crucial. Because if you are shaking your mind during that period, then definitely it is going to be very tough for you. Okay, so you have to continuously be motivated. Okay, and another thing, by that particular incident, I'm not saying that you just avoid all the calculations in your mind and just jump into a market with your idea. No, you also have to see your responsibilities and your family survival and all those things. So by considering all those things, you have to take a decision. And once you have made the mind, after calculating all this risk and all those things, then you should not listen to those negativity. That is what I'm trying to make this. Otherwise, many people will say like Hiren has told this, and now they are jumping with their idea in the market and they are getting failure. I don't want you to be failed, right? So all viewers, I don't want you to go fail when you are going to the market. Another thing is, you should discuss your ideas or your strategy with your mentor or like-minded people. Okay, so whenever you see, like the people who are like you, and they are basically believing thought bouncing or sharing the ideas and all those things, you should always discuss with them your ideas, strategies, and all those things. So actually they will give you such input which you might be actually missing out. So that is another thing that you should do. And you have to be ready to be doorman to chairman. So when you are starting up your business, At that time, you have to take responsibility of doorman. I would say, the peon. So if somebody is visiting your office or somebody is coming to meet you, at that time you have to offer a glass of water to him by yourself, and then you might be discussing on some certain high valued project also. So you are only the person who is actually serving the glass of water, as well as you are the person who is discussing high valued projects. So you have to be ready for that. And last thing, for almost like 2 to 3 years, you have to forget all the holidays, all the Sundays. Okay, so don't look at the watch, and you have to continuously work without looking at the clock, right? So you have to give at least 1,000 days to your business, to your ideas, to get success, to get succeed in that, right? So recently, as Karthik has mentioned, that we have completed 3 years, so we have completed this 1,000 days analogy. So it is usually said. So yeah, that is what the tips I would like to share to all the entrepreneur. uh, I would say aspirant entrepreneur.